Good morning, everyone. I hope you are having the time of your life. I hope that you are ready for a new year, a new you. And this is Michael J. Mayer, author of 7L, The 7 Levels of Communication, The Miracle Morning for Real Estate Agents, and the CEO of Referco. And today, we're going to get the ball rolling in the right direction. Today, before we get going and rolling, I want you to do me a quick favor. I do not see the chat session. What I see are the questions box. So if you're going to chat, you can chat down there, but honestly, none of us can see it. But in the questions box, if you will just say, good morning, and then tell me where you're calling in from. So good morning from California, good morning from Michigan, good morning from Connecticut, good morning from Westchester, Pennsylvania. Good morning, everyone. Yay, look at that. And what that does, for those of you that have ever run webinars, what that does is it's a sound check as well. So it sounds like you're getting me loud and clear this morning, and you guys are on the ball. These are the best of the best. You guys are the best of the best. So we've got Gail Zintek, Linda Maxwell, Tom Kinnaman, Laura Anderson. If I pronounce any of your names wrong, it's, I apologize. But Jose Uriarte, Lisa Booth, Emily Demis, Emily Tiernan, Freddie Baez, Freddie, Tammy Lane Coleman, Jessica Innocent, Hector, Shermini, Michelle, Beth, Shermini, Michelle, Susan, Kevin, Yanire, I think that's Yanire, Chuck Walden, Pam, Jessica, Laura Woodard, Christy Stewart, look at this, Dawn, Belinda, Michelle, Cindy, Candy, Emily, Cassie, Melissa, Heather, Dave, Linda, Margaret, Regina, and on, and Sandra Lynch out of Florida. Yay. So we have a collection of rock stars on this, and I just want to first and foremost say good morning. I am very excited about delivering. This is the first time in like 12 years I've done the Ultimate Morning Ritual 30 Morning Challenge. So this is kind of exciting for me as well. I spent about 2 weeks over the last couple of weeks, over the last 4 weeks, putting together this agenda and kind of the system and the role and the path. And it was kind of fun to revisit the old one, and quite honestly, I just threw out the old one and created a new one after just kind of analyzing what we want to do here. So good morning. And so let's just roll through this. It's a 30-minute call, so it's very fast. Everyone after this will be 15 minutes. So please note that in your notes is that we will be from now on there'll be 15 minutes. So welcome to 30 Mornings. Can you change your life in 30 mornings? Yes, you can. I've seen it so many times. Quite honestly, I'm the product of changing in 30 mornings. I've done many 30 and 60-day challenges and a few 90-day challenges. And what I've found is that you don't pick up everything, but your habits change ever so slightly in a positive way. And over time, changing your habits in a slightly positive way turns out to change your life in a huge way. One of the quotes that I'm often quoted about is, success. We have to look at success in a different way. Success is not a 180-degree turn. Success is a 1-degree tweak. And that's what we hope to get from 30 Mornings is the 1-degree tweak in your morning routine that makes all the difference. So the fact of the matter is you can change your life in 30 mornings. So here is the path. Now I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because honestly all that matters is today. But I want you to see the 30 steps in front of you as we climb this mountain, so to speak. But so, basically for this week, our goal is to get up 15 minutes earlier, right? One of the biggest mistakes that I see is when people read Miracle Morning for real estate agents, Miracle Morning for salespeople, Miracle Morning for network marketers, whatever it may be, and they instantly hear and see that everybody's getting up an hour earlier. So they try to get up an hour earlier, and how many of you tried that, right? How many of you, like, you read the book, and then it's like, woo, I'm going to get up an hour earlier and change my life tomorrow, right? How many of you did that? Anybody do that? Because I know a lot of people did that. And what happened is they broke, right? Yeah. Now, not some people can do it, right? Some people are naturally, they get up at 4, like Virginia Dean, right? That was not me. You know, many of us sleep only 5 or 6 hours, and you know, it's one of those where I get it. But I want you to know that it's one of those that it can be harmful to you if you try it that way. So what we're doing is and listen, I know some of you have been up for, I've been up for a while. Let me do one thing real quick. And by the way, can you tell that this is live for real? So, all right, escape. I'm going to close down my annoying Facebook account. How's that? I'm sorry, did I say that out loud, that my Facebook account was annoying? I meant I love the people that I know from Facebook, and it can be a huge distraction. So, all right, there we go. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to get up 15 minutes earlier, and this is for the people who are just now adjusting to this. And I know that many of you have been getting up earlier, and for some of you, this is not earlier. Like us on the East Coast, like I've been up for almost 3 hours, right? So it's not that necessary, but I had to pick a time that made the most sense for everybody, and of course, it didn't make sense for everybody. But it's one of those where the goal for you this week is to get up 15 minutes earlier, if that's your goal. Some of you are getting up at 4 every day, and what we want to do is, hey, you know, let's figure out a way to just get up better, right, instead of get up earlier. So both of those goals can be accomplished. You can get up earlier, and you can get up better, or you can do one or the other. So here's the deal, right? Today, I'm just going to give you a brief outline and show you the journey. Tomorrow, we're going to focus on quiet time and some mastery level stuff on quiet time. Then we're going to cover silence this week. And you're like, wow, you're going to spend a whole, you know, segment of this on silence. Yes, I am, because some of the most profound changes in people's lives, my wife's life, by the way, has come from silence, has come from the implementation of silence. Weekly review, every Friday, our 15-minute call is very important. It's very important because it's one of those where it's like, it's a checkbook, it's a check mark, it's a milestone. Please, whatever you do, I know that I want you to make 100% of these, right? And we're going to talk about that in a second. The Friday ones are very key. So now I want you to notice, right? It's get up earlier, get up earlier, get up earlier. Saturdays during the 30-day challenge are interesting days. Saturdays, you can sleep in as long as you like. Now, for some of you, that means, okay, I get up at 4 every day. That means you're going to sleep in till 4:01. I get it. I'm very similar. I typically wake up before the alarm. I didn't used to be that way. This is how people learned, is we need to have a cheat day, right? That's how you do best on diet, is if you know that there's a cheat day, you won't cheat. But if you say hardcore, I'm never having blank again, you seem to crave having blank, having whatever that is, right? So knowing, listen, just get up 15 minutes earlier, you can make up for it on Saturday, right? Then on Sunday, right back at it. Sunday, I know some of you are like, oh no, Sunday is kind of a sleep-in day. Don't do it. Not during the 30-day challenge. Get up. If you've been getting up at 8 and you want to start getting up at 7, this week is about getting up at 7:45, right? 7:45, 7:45, 7:45. The whole week. Sleep in Saturday. Get up 7:45 on Sunday, get up at 7:30 on Monday. On Monday and Tuesday, we're going to go over affirmations and appreciations. Once again, profound change can occur from those lessons. And then next Wednesday is visualization, which is, I mean, I keep saying, like, I keep looking at these and it's like, well, that's one of my favorite subjects. And it's like, all of these are like my favorite subjects. You know, isn't that what's cool about the Savers approach? So the first thing is 10-day sprint 1. So the way to look at this is 3 10-day sprints. So the first 10-day sprint will be now to January 20th. So focus on the short term, 10 days. It's really a 10-day challenge. And you've already succeeded because you're on day 1, right? You're 1 for 1. Now, I'm not going to go into the rest of this a whole lot, but here's 10-day sprint 2. I will go into this more when we next Thursday, right? So your goal is to be up 30 minutes earlier. We're going to really do some good stuff on visualization development. And then Friday the 22nd, you will have a special guest in here, very, very special guest, who will review SAV, right? The weekly review. Fridays are big time. And then Saturday, sleep in. Sunday, you will get back to 7:30, and 7:30. Then we're going to 7:15 for the next week. And then the last 10-day sprint, you'll be getting up an hour earlier. And what's cool is that you'll be putting together your own personal ultimate morning ritual. And I have to tell you that this can be life-changing, right? I mean, it can be really, really big. So embrace it. You know, today's day 1. It's Monday. It's easy to show up for this call when you have a certain type, right? When you're a certain type of person, an achiever, that type of thing. And I think the big thing that I want to say here is congratulations. There are 234 people on this webinar, and you might think that's a lot, but I want you to know that we delivered this out to about 20,000 people. We put the option, and we got thousands who were interested. And then we created some what's called filters, and for you guys that are in marketing, you know what we're doing here, right? So we filtered the 20,000 to 30 Mornings, which is 30mornings.com, and 30mornings.com filters to a Facebook group. So we had 700, 703, 704, something like that, who said, I'm really interested. They raised their hand, and they did the easy next step, which is 30mornings.com. And then at 30mornings.com, we had all these people who were enthusiastic, ready to go, and then we needed a filter, right? We needed to filter who really wants it, who is moving towards us for change. So we created the other filter, which was 30ams.com. And 30ams.com was the filter for you to register to be a part of this webinar. And out of 20,000, we have 236 now who are on this. So the first thing that I have to say is congratulations, right? That is huge. You know, we talk about being in the top 10%. Well, the top 10% of 20,000 is 2,000. The top 1% is 200. You're in the top 1% for taking action already. You're an action taker. I love you. I have to tell you, at this stage in my life, I have no room for people who talk a good game or they just can't get out of their own way to make things happen. I only have time for people who make things happen, who are action takers. I've just lost all patience with trying to get people to get up and get out of bed. I just have. And you did it. You're action taker. So congratulations. You're in the top 1.5%. And that's huge, right? That's huge. Just know that you are bent for success. You are naturally, and maybe even for some of you, supernaturally, slanted for success. And so you can do this. So the first step in this is you need to make a commitment, the next commitment. And that is you will show up for each session no matter what. You will show up for each of these sessions absolutely, positively, no matter what. So the thing that we need to do here is in the questions box, I want you to put no matter what, exclamation, which says no matter what, you're going to show up at every single one of these sessions. Every one, no matter what. You've noticed that I've put on hold about recordings. I did not put it out there, oh yeah, we're going to record, everything's going to be fine, right? Well, what do people do? Is they start relying on the crutch of the recording. Now, I know people have special circumstances, and we are doing recordings. But if you have to do the recording, commit. You're going to watch it daily. You're going to put it in your schedule. You're going to break it out, and you're going to make it happen, no matter what. No matter what. I mean, there's just, isn't there power to no matter what? I will survive the Holocaust no matter what, right? I will make this happen. I will show up no matter what. So you have to realize that's your goal, right? Is just show up. And I have to tell you that is one of the most powerful habit-changing stances you can ever take. Like, I'll give you an example, the gym. Some of you want to get in better shape. Just tell yourself, I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm just going to go to the gym. I'm going to wear my tennis shoes. I'm going to go to the gym. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't have a plan. But you know what? I'm just going to go to the gym. And you know where you're going to be at 30 days if you just go to the gym every day? Even if you're just going to visit, you'll end up working out. And some of you will end up working out intensely, like me, right? If I just show up, watch out, right? So here's the other thing, is some of you have spouses, right? Some of you. And I'm just going to leave that one alone, right? I'll just leave it at that. And if the spouse is, one of the biggest challenges to implementing your own miracle morning can be your spouse, right? But I want you to know it's not your spouse. Like you're laying there and the spouse is like, oh no, you know, it's so comfortable, stay in bed, you know, that kind of thing. Here's the deal, is take responsibility for your own success, right? Don't try to bring your spouse along, because in many cases they can be an anchor, right? This and you know, I have experienced this. And what happens is that your spouse will or will not get the message that this makes you happier and that this makes you a better spouse and this makes you better, right? They'll start seeing, oh my gosh, this is big. And here's the two reactions that you're going to get from a spouse. Are you kidding me? Michael Mayer is teaching about spouses. But yeah, you know, I've done this. I've helped hundreds go through this. So it's one of those where, okay, the first thing that I really want you to hone in on this is there will be two reactions from the people around you when you are changing for the better. It will happen, right? One is they will try to pull you back to normal. They will. It's not their fault. It's not. It's a natural course of human nature. Okay? So know that that's going to happen. Stay the course. Make it happen. Make it happen anyway, right? Make it happen. And here's the other thing, is the next thing they're going to do is they're going to realize that this is changing you for the better. It's making you better, and they will start doing some of the things that you're doing. Now, here's the deal. Don't let them know that you know, right? Don't let them do it on their own. If it's your idea, it will never work for them. Have you ever found that out? Right? If it's your idea, especially with a spouse or a kid, it'll never work. But if it's their idea, then it's the greatest idea in the history of the world. And I am getting some indication that the audio is breaking up occasionally, and it's because of this. There's an app on my computer that I need to get. But bottom line is, it may break up a little bit, but you're still going to get the gist, right, from the context. So no matter what, take responsibility for your own success. Now, the hashtag for social media, you're going to want to talk about this. You're going to want to talk to your friends and family. You're going to talk to your friends on Facebook. You're going to want to talk about it in Lab Code Agents. You're going to want to talk about it in Catalyst, and so on and so forth. So the hashtag is 30 mornings. Next, we're having a photo contest. So what I want you to do, like right now, the sun is coming up on the East Coast. So take a picture of your sunrise. And I've had people in the past, you don't have to do it, but they said part of me doing this 30 mornings is I am going to take a picture of my sunrise every morning and post it on Facebook. If that's you, now here's the thing, pictures will be chosen. What we do is we click on the hashtag at the end of each day, and we look at the pictures, and we choose one, and we highlight one of our Rise and Shine Club people, right? So tag hashtag 30 mornings, take a picture of your sunrise, post it on Facebook, and that's kind of your own little accountability for getting up and doing it, right? And here's what happens when you do this. This is called friend accountability, right? They don't know you're being accountable, but there are people who are going to comment on your sunrise, on your picture, and you become accountable to them. So what happens here is you're actually using them to be accountable to yourself. And I used to do this with video. I did this with P90X. Some of you remember that. And I got in the best shape of my life, you know. I had a little 4-pack going at the top of my abs. It was awesome, right? Now, so that kind of sets the tone, right? Now, a great morning ritual starts with a great wake-up routine. And so let me ask you this, like, what do you do to get up and stay up? Like mine is I get up, go to the restroom, I splash cold water in my face, I drank a tall glass of water, which is right next to my bathroom sink, and I get started with a cup of coffee. And I, wherever you're at on the health thing, you can do that or not, right? But so that seems to get me up and get going. What do you do that really helps you get up and stay up? Because that's the big thing here is we want to roll over and stay in bed, right? But the truth is what are you avoiding? What are you avoiding? Like, I couldn't wait to get up this morning because I had this great webinar with all these awesome people, right? So what do you do? So, and you're like, holy cow, this is live, right? It is live. Yes, it is. So, yeah, there's people on here from California, right? And they're like, yeah, we don't have sunrise for 2 hours. That's okay. Tricia, thanks for being on. Appreciate you. Make sure you take a picture of that, right? Yeah, I've got a kid on the swing. They have to be in the pool at 5:30 a.m. That gets you up. Yeah, Aaron Vance has a commitment for their children, and it's an appointment. Yeah, you want to get up, have an appointment at 5:30 or 6 or 7, right? My nighttime affirmations, Ed Lane, you hit it on the point, right? Is my nighttime affirmations are how I get up. I haven't been woken. Yeah, that's the key, right? So running club, yeah. Today is going to be a great day. I get up, I go to the restroom, drink 16 ounces of water, then make the coffee, and then I settle in for my miracle morning. Barbara Radke, That's almost identical to mine. That's awesome. My newborn is up at 7 a.m. period. Absolutely. Marcia, congratulations. I immediately start my audiobook and fix hot lemon water. Thereafter, because I'm pregnant, congratulations, Kelly Guidry. I eat a breakfast bar and take my prenatals. It's the best time to have quiet. Yeah, we're going to get to that in a second, Nick. Nashville Nick, my fabulous friend in Nashville. So the bottom line is have a wake-up routine. And what does that look like? What gets you? It's amazing what a splash of cold water does for me, right? So here's the deal. You're going to be asked, what is 30 mornings? And I need to approach this because this is something that's happened in the past, is just you can't, what you don't want to do is try to explain all of the ultimate morning ritual. You just don't want to explain it, right? So I've given you the answer, and in this case, it's not something I can explain. It has to be experienced, and that's the truth, isn't it? Right? So go to and right now it's 30mornings.com spelled out, but don't worry about that right now. Just let them know that it's not something I can explain. It's really something that has to be experienced. If you just go along that line, is like, not something I can explain, not, it takes too long to explain it, you really have to experience it. Explain, experience. If you just tell them it's something you can't explain and it really has to be experienced, it's going to save you a lot of stuff. Now, you can share what it's done for you, right? But the bottom line is don't try to get too involved with experience, because it'll change their experience if you explain it. So you don't want to change their experience. You want them to, it's like if I told you, at the Star Force, The Force Awakens, or Star Wars, The Force Awakens, when you go, here's what you're going to learn, right? You're going to go and you're going to learn, oh my gosh, he's got this, and they all die, and, oh my God, it's crazy, and then, and then here's the ending, right? What happens to their experience, right? They don't have the experience they should. Well, it's the same way with 30 mornings. Trust me on that, right? I'm going to save you a lot of time. Now, we are looking for 30 mornings coaches. And when I say that, some of you, who's interested in maybe teaching this as a matter of course in, in the future? I've already got some me's and I am's and yeses and yes, right? And 100%, right? And I want you to teach it. I want to teach it, right? I want to teach it in Spanish, Hector says, right? Exactly. And I want you to know that it's one of these where it's going to change your life if you let it, and you're going to want to teach it. Now, there's a difference between learning and teaching, and I want you to know that I want you to embrace these lessons as if you're going to teach them. I want you to learn with the idea of teaching. And what you're going to find, so take copious notes, and like Freddie Baez just said, hey, if you learn it to teach it, you'll learn it to master it. And that's it, right? And all right, so overview and sources this is based on stuff I've learned from Richard Branson, Tony Robbins. I could list probably 50 other resources. Hal Elrod, of course, my good buddy in California, and more. And I encourage you to start reading articles on people who are getting up, not maybe earlier, but getting up better. So do a Google search on morning routines, morning rituals. And then get in touch with your why, right? So that, and why are you doing this? Why do you want to get up better? Why do you want to get up earlier? Now, I don't, Savers outline, how to get up better. Savers is an acronym. For those of you that have read MMREA, Miracle Morning for Real Estate Agents, Savers is, silence, affirmations, and in this course, you're going to learn about affirmations and appreciations. V is visualization. E is exercise. R is reading. And the S is for scribing or journaling. And so the key here is that you need to know the acronyms only from the stance of it makes for easy to remember, right? The other thing is that it's one of those where you're gonna learn how to get up better, right? And that's a powerful thing. And real quickly, I want to go through a 6-minute morning ritual. 6 minutes, right? But I'm not going to go through this with you. I'm just going to read it, right? And I'm going to answer your questions here in a little bit. But, silence, right? Imagine waking up in the morning and instead of rushing carelessly into your hectic day, feeling stressed and overwhelmed, imagine that you instead spend the first minute sitting in purposeful silence. You sit very calm, very peaceful, and you breathe deeply, slowly. Maybe you say a prayer of gratitude to appreciate the moment, or pray for guidance on your journey. Maybe you decide to try your first minute of meditation. As you sit in silence, you're totally present in the now, in the moment. You calm your mind, relax your body, and allow all of your stress to melt away. You develop a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and direction. And you enter into the second minute, which is affirmations. You pull out your daily affirmations, or you write your daily affirmations, the ones that remind you of your unlimited potential and your most important priorities. And you read them out loud from top to bottom. As you focus on what's most important to you, your level of internal motivation increases. Reading over the reminders of how capable you really are gives you a feeling of confidence. Looking over what you're committed to, what your purpose is, and what your goals are, re-energizes you to take the actions necessary to live the life you truly want, deserve, and now know is possible for you. And you enter into the third minute of visualization. You close your eyes, or you look at your vision board if you've created one, and you visualize. Your visualization could include your goals, what it will look like and feel like when you reach them, maybe behind the powerful car or behind the steering wheel of a powerful car, or seeing a zero letter that says that you're debt-free. You visualize the day going perfectly hour by hour. You see yourself enjoying your work, smiling and laughing with your coworkers and your family or your significant other, and easily accomplishing all that you intend to accomplish for that day. You see what it will look like. You feel what it will feel like, and you experience the joy of what you will create. And you enter into minute 4. And in this case, we're going to scribing or journaling. Imagine, pull out your journal. And in your journal, you take a minute to write down what you're most grateful for, what you're proud of, and the results you've committed to creating for that day. Doing so, you put yourself in an empowered, an inspired, and confident state of mind, entering into your 5th minute. You grab your self-help book and invest 1 amazing minute reading a page or 2 in your book. You learn a new idea, something you can implement into your day. You discover something new that you can use to feel better. Entering into minute 6. Finally, you stand up and you spend the last minute doing exercise. You do jumping jacks for 60 seconds, get your heart rate up, and you feel energized, and you wake yourself up and increase your ability to be alert and to focus. How would you feel if that's the 6 minutes you started your day with? How would the quality of your day and your life improve, right? 6 minutes. People think that this has to be an hour. It doesn't. I mean, if you started every day with that 6 or 7 minute routine, you would change your life. The last thing that I want to cover is the Freedom Journal, which has been emailed to you. This is one of the best journals I've seen out there, and it fits along with what we teach perfectly. So we have given you all a 99-page journal. It's emailed to you. It's either been emailed to you or it will. And now we need to talk about how to take action. Here are your action items. Get up 15 minutes earlier if that's one of your goals. For MMREA, you need to read the author's intros and notes, and those are important. And then Chapter 1 of MMREA, Miracle Morning for Real Estate Agents. You're going to want to do that by tomorrow. And just so you know, it's like 5 pages. It's not a huge reading assignment. Pick one or a combo of savers. And I will tell you, I made that easy for you because journaling starts today no matter what. And please follow along with the journal. Make sure you're doing the journal. I will reference the journal very often. So this is day 1 of the first 10-day sprint. I want you to get through, write this down, please. Get through to page 31 in the Freedom Journal. So 31, I mean 31 pages, but a lot of them are fast reading. Block about 30 minutes to get to page 31. I know a lot of you have not received it yet. You will, right? A lot of you just signed up and got your email going with us now. It's okay. You'll get it. You can catch up quickly. Block 30 minutes off for the Freedom Journal today. Lastly, wake-up call. Make sure you are here tomorrow at 4:45 a.m. Pacific, 7:45 Eastern. And remember, 80% of success is just showing up. You want to go up in life, right? The first step is to show up. And when you show up, you're going to grow up. And when you grow up, you're going to go up. So the first step to going up is truly showing up. So you showed up today, 241 of you today out of 20,000. Congratulations, you're the ones who make it happen. I honestly feel like I could talk to you forever. We went 5 minutes long. I don't apologize. You hung tough with me. Bottom line is, please go to 30mornings.com, 30mornings.com, if you have not done that yet, because we will post everything you need in there, and that will be our communication source. So to get your ball rolling in the right direction, do me a favor. Go to 30mornings.com right now and tell everybody who didn't make it what they missed. I love you. You're powerful. You can do it. This is your day. Conquer it. Seize it. Make it happen. You're the best. It is your day. It is your day. Today is your day. Listen, someone out there, somewhere in your city, needs your services. Your job today is to find that person. You are a miracle, and this is your morning ritual. Own it. Make it better. I'm blessed to be a part of it. Rock your day. I love you. Let's make this happen. You rock. See you guys. See you tomorrow.